Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about anti-hyperlipidemic agents lecture 2. There is a series of lectures for topic anti-hyperlipidemic agents. In lecture 1 we have discussed about introduction to anti-hyperlipidemic agents, introduction about hyperlipidemia and classification of anti-hyperlipidemic agents with their structures. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about two important classes of anti-hypertensive agents, that are HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors and bile acid sequestrants. So let's start with HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors. HMG coenzyme A reductase is an important enzyme which plays an important role in cholesterol synthesis. Right? So these drugs inhibit the enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase and ultimately inhibit the synthesis of cholesterol. Right? And which lead to the which is the lipoprotein which cause the hyperlipidemia. As we know that what is hyperlipidemia or hyperlipoproteinemia? An increased level of lipoproteins like cholesterol and triglyceride into the blood, that is known as the hyperlipidemia or hyperlipoproteinemia. Right? So this enzyme have the role in synthesis of cholesterol. These drugs inhibit the function of HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme, and that's why it helps to decrease the blood level of cholesterol and other lipoproteins. Right? The first drug of this class was isolated is mevastatin. Right? Mevastatin is the first drug of this class which was isolated in Japan and from Penicillium species. Right? But the drug to be marketed from this class was lovastatin in 1987. Right? And this lovastatin was isolated from culture of Aspergillus and Monascus. Right? So first drug was isolated is mevastatin and first drug was marketed is lovastatin. Right? Mevastatin is isolated from Penicillium species and lovastatin was isolated from Aspergillus and Monascus species. And the success of this lovastatin has promoted the development of additional synthetic HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors. Right? And resulting from this success of the lovastatin, new drug was marketed are pravastatin and simvastatin. Right? So this statin family of HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors are closely related in structure. Right? Each drug from this class composed of hexahydronaphthalene ring system, right, or other heterocyclic ring, right, according to the nature of ring present into the structure of this statin. They are further classified into two classes, hexahydronaphthalene ring derivatives and other than hexahydronaphthalene ring derivative. Right? So compounds contain hexahydronaphthalene ring system as well as heterocyclic ring. Right? And this ring contain two appendages. They are methyl butyrate ester and hydroxyl acids. Right? This is the common basic structure of statins. Right? Contain one basic ring or you can say central ring, that may be either hexahydronaphthalene ring or other heterocyclic ring. And these rings contains two appendages, two side chains. They are methyl butyrate, ester and hydroxyl acid. Next, mechanism of action. Right? Here one important thing also keep in mind that hydroxyl acid may be a part of lactone ring, right? 6-member lactone ring, and lactone ring is hydrolyzed into the hydroxyl acid before its activity, right? So hydroxyl acid may be part of lactone ring or it may be present in free form, hydroxyl acid form, right? If it is present in lactone ring, then lactone ring must be hydrolyzed before activity, right? And these are the enzyme inhibitor having structural similarity with normal intermediate, right, which is normal substrate for target enzyme. Let's see mechanism of action of HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors. See, this one is the HMG coenzyme A reductase enzyme, right? And this enzyme causes the reduction of HMG coenzyme A to the mevalonate, right? This is the key step in the synthesis of cholesterol, which mevalonate finally converted into cholesterol, right? But our drugs inhibit the enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase, right? That's why inhibition of this step, HMG, what is HMG? 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutaryl coenzyme A, HMG coenzyme A. This is the structure of HMG coenzyme A, that is 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutaryl coenzyme A. See, this is the glutaric acid derivative, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbon containing dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid, that means 2 carboxylic acid groups are present at each end, COH and here also COH, right? So this 5 carbon acid or dicarboxylic acid is known as glutaric acid, right? In this glutaric acid at third position, if we give the number from this carbon 1, 2 and 3, so on third position one hydroxyl group and one methyl group is present. That's why 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutyrate, right? But in at one end to the carboxylic acid carbon coenzyme A is attached. That's why 3-hydroxy 3-methyl glutaryl coenzyme A, which is known as HMG coenzyme A. This HMG coenzyme A is reduced to the mevalonate with the help of enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase and cofactor NADPH to the NADP. This NADPH is converted into NADP, right? So it gives the hydrogen for the reduction reaction and it is converted into mevalonate, right? This coenzyme A group is removed and converted into hydroxyl group, right? Methyl hydroxyl group. So it is the mevalonate, and mevalonate undergoes multi-step reaction, right? For example, converted into prenylated terpenes and then converted into finally cholesterol, right? So it is the process of synthesis of cholesterol. Here important step or key step is taken. It is the huge process, right? So our drug statin target the enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase and cause inhibition, because these drugs have structural similarity with the HMG coenzyme A, which is the normal substrate for the enzyme, reductase enzyme, right? It is the normal substrate for this enzyme. Here, in place of normal substrate, our drug is incorporate and cause blockage of the action of this enzyme, right? And that's why ultimately inhibit the synthesis of cholesterol, right? Now these drugs are competitive and reversible inhibitor of this enzyme, right? Competitive because of it is the have the structural similarity with the normal substrate. That's why it competitively inhibit this enzyme, right? And reversible inhibitors. So this all lead to the decrease in synthesis of cholesterol. That's why concentration of the cholesterol into the blood. Now this decreased intracellular cholesterol that will result into the increase in the number of LDL receptor on the surface, cell surface, right? When cholesterol level decreases into the plasma, that enhance the number of LDL receptor on the cell membrane, right? And that's why enhance the receptor mediated catabolism and clearance of LDL, right? Keep this chain in mind, right? Decrease concentration of cholesterol into the blood or plasma, enhance the number of LDL receptor on the cell surface, right? Now this receptor get activated and cause the catabolism as well as clearance of the circulating LDL. As we know that LDL is the bad cholesterol that store the fat or lipid, right? So decreases the LDL level, and as we know that ratio of LDL to HDL increases, then that will lead to the atherosclerosis as well as hyperlipidemia, right? So it should be decreased. So here clearance of circulating LDL is decreased, that's why increases the concentration of circulating LDL, right? LDL contain the cholesterol ester, right? And that's why liver can utilize it for the cholesterol, because here cholesterol level is decreases due to the inhibition of the synthesis of cholesterol. That's why now liver utilize the LDL. So that's why again concentration of LDL will decrease. That's as well as these drugs, statins, inhibit the LDL production by inhibiting the hepatic synthesis as well as release of VLDL, right? VLDL is the LDL precursor, right, due to cholesterol synthesis inhibition. So entire drug significantly reduces the plasma cholesterol level, right, and other lipoprotein level, right, all over decreasing cholesterol level, LDL level as well as VLDL level, right. So it helps to lower the blood lipoprotein and helps to maintain or manage the hyperlipidemia, right. So it is the mechanism of action of HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors, right. First keep in mind that it competitively inhibits the enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase, right. But to inhibit this enzyme, first statins get activated, that is biocatalyzed synthesis. Biocatalyzed synthesis indicate that if lactone ring is present into the drug molecule, into the statin, then first it should be or it must be hydrolyzed to the free hydroxyl acid, right. And this can be done by using the enzymes like hydrolysis, ketoreductases as well as aldolysis, right. These enzymes cause the hydrolysis of the lactone ring to the free hydroxyl acid, right. And this hydroxyl acid structure has the structural similarity with this HMG coenzyme A, right. And then it inhibits this enzyme and break the chain of synthesis of cholesterol. That's why decreases the cholesterol level into the blood. Decrease into the cholesterol level into the blood leads to increase in the number of LDL receptor on the cell surface, and that's why increasing receptor mediated catabolism and clearance of the LDL. That's why decreasing concentration of LDL, right. it also inhibits the release of VLDL, right? So ultimately decreasing level of LDL, VLDL and cholesterol as well as other lipoproteins level into the blood, and that's why help to treat the hyperlipidemia. Next, structure activity relationship of HMG coenzyme A reductase. As we know that HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors have the basic common structural points, right? So some of the important points which influence the overall activity of the drugs are lactone ring and its stereochemistry, ability of lactone ring to be hydrolyzed, the length of bridge connected to two ring system, that is lactone ring and central ring, right? Central ring is nothing but the either hexahydronaphthalene ring or other than hexahydronaphthalene ring, that is heterocyclic ring, that is central ring and lactone ring, right? So between to this ring there is a bridge of carbon, right, which attach the both ring, right? So length of this bridge also affect the activity of HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors. Bicyclic ring or its alternative ring and its size and shape, right? So these points are important to discuss the structure activity relationship of HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors or written statins. So first see the common structural features of the all HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors. First one is substituted C7 side chain. This C7 side chain nothing but the present on the hexahydronaphthalene ring, right? This C7 side chain is directly attached to the ring, right? Central ring. Here ring is written, that is nothing but the central ring, right? And to the central ring C7 side chain is attached, right? It may be of two types. One is lactone ring type and another is open chain hydroxycarbonyl type. As we discussed that if at C7 side chain lactone ring is present, then it must be hydrolyzed before showing the activity, right? After the hydrolysis of this lactone ring, compound can produce the pharmacological response, right? This lactone ring is hydrolyzed to the open chain compound, that is the 3,5-dihydroxyheptanoic acid, this one, right? If C7 side chain is of like this type, then no other activation is required. But if it is present in the form of lactone ring, then it requires the activation through hydrolysis and convert into this open chain compound, that is 3,5-dihydroxyheptanoic acid derivative, that is nothing but the hydroxyl acid, right? Second point is central ring system, right? This central ring system may be of two types, ring A and ring B. See here in ring A, hexahydronaphthalene ring system is present. This one is central ring system. Here ring A system contains the hexahydronaphthalene ring, right? During classification, I have discussed this hexahydronaphthalene ring. This naphthalene ring have generally 5 pi bond, right? Here only 2 pi bonds are present. 3 pi bonds are saturated with hydrogenation or by hydrogenation, right? So total 3 bonds get saturated. That means 6 hydrogen atoms are added to this ring system. That's why hexahydronaphthalene ring, right? And other than hexahydronaphthalene ring contain this type of ring system, right? In place of WXY, different atoms can be present, which we will see in next slides. Then structure activity relationship common for all statins, right? Common for all HMG coenzyme reductase inhibitors. 3,5-dihydroxy carboxylate is essential for inhibitory activity, right? As we discussed that if lactone ring is present, then it must be hydrolyzed to this 3,5-dihydroxy carboxylate derivatives, right? So it is important for the activity. Compounds containing lactone are prodrugs and that require the in vivo hydrolysis, right? The absolute stereochemistry of 3 and 5-hydroxyl group must be same as that found in intermediate generated during biosynthesis of cholesterol, right? So in short, the stereochemistry of this 3,5-hydroxyl group is like the or is same as the HMG coenzyme A, which is the normal substrate of enzyme, right? Now altering the 2 carbon distance between C5 and the ring system diminish or fails to improve activity, right? In between lactone ring and central ring, or 2 carbon atoms are present, right? If this number of carbon decrease or increase, that will lead to the diminishing of activity or loss of activity, right? And the double bond between these 2 carbon, right, which is present between C6 and C7 carbon, which are present between 2 ring system, right? So this double bond between these 2 carbon can either increase or decrease the activity, right? The ethyl group provides the optimal activity, right, for compound containing ring A system, right? Next, SAR related to ring system, right? There are 2 types of ring system, ring A and ring B. So first, let's see the ring A subclass related points. So first, the decalin ring is essential for the anchoring the compound to the enzyme active site, to take the compound to the enzyme active site, right? In short, for the interaction between compound and enzyme site, right? The replacement with cyclohexane ring results in 10,000-fold decrease in activity, right? If this decalin ring, that means this naphthalene ring, right? This decalin, that means containing 10 carbons. So replacement of this naphthalene or decalin ring with cyclohexane ring, then it will lead to the decrease in 10,000-fold activity. Stereochemistry of ester side chain, this one is not important for the activity, right? The conversion of this ester into the ether results in decrease in activity. Stereochemistry is not important. Stereochemistry of this ester side chain is not important, but when this ester group is converted into ether group, then activity will decrease. Next point, methyl substitution at R2 position increases the activity. Here at R2, if methyl group is present, then it will increases the activity. For example, simvastatin is more potent than the lovastatin, right? Because simvastatin contains the methyl group, right? And lovastatin contains only hydrogen atom. In lovastatin here only hydrogen atom is present, and in simvastatin methyl group is present. So simvastatin is more potent than the lovastatin. Next point, beta hydroxyl group substitution at R1 enhance lipophilicity, and that's why cellular specificity. This R1, right, hydroxyl group which has the beta configuration, right, enhances the hydrophilicity of the compound and which provide the cellular specificity to the drug molecule, right? So these are the SAR related to the ring A subclass. Now ring B subclass, substituent in place of W, X, Y can be either carbon or nitrogen atoms, right? Small n is equal to either 0 or 1, right? That is, if n is 0, then it is 5-membered ring, and if n is small n is 1, then it is 6-membered heterocyclic ring, right? The parafluorophenyl cannot be coplanar with central aromatic ring, that causes the loss of activity, right? If here parafluorophenyl ring is present, substituent is present in place of R, right? Then it is not coplanar with the central aromatic ring, and it will lead to the loss in activity. R substituted with aryl groups, hydrocarbon chains, amide or sulfonamide enhances the lipophilicity and inhibitory activity, right? So these are the related to the ring system, that is ring B. Next, uses of the HMG coenzyme reductase inhibitors. These are approved for the treatment of primary hypercholesterolemia and familial combined hyperlipidemia in patients who have not responded to diet, exercise and other non-pharmacological methods. All statins are contraindicated in pregnancy, right? Statins cannot be taken during the pregnancy because fetal development require cholesterol as a precursor for the synthesis of steroids and cell membrane, right? Thus, inhibition of the cholesterol synthesis may cause the fetal harm. That's why it cannot be taken during the pregnancy. Adverse effects of HMG coenzyme reductase inhibitors: constipation, dyspepsia, abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, muscle cramps, rhinitis, headache and chest pain. These adverse effects can be seen with the use of statins. Next class is bile acid sequestrants. These drugs have ability to make complex with bile acid and inhibit reabsorption of cholesterol in intestine, thus cause net loss of bile acid from the body, right? These drugs bind with the bile acid and make the complex, right? And this complex formation leads to inhibition of the reabsorption of the cholesterol into the intestine, right? And thus cause the net loss of the bile acid from the body, right? Now, bile acids are secreted by the liver to the intestine, right, where they aid in the dissolution and absorption of lipid. What is, first of all, what is the role of bile acid? And what is the bile acid sequestrants? Bile acid sequestrants keep the bile acid stored or conserved, right? They do not let the bile acid do its function, right? That is bile acid sequestrants, right? How they sequestrate the bile acid? To make the complex with bile acid, right? It reserves the bile acid and do not let go to the function of bile acid, right? Now, what is the function of bile acid? Generally, bile acids are secreted by liver into the intestine, right? And in intestine, this bile acid helps in dissolution and absorption of cholesterol, right? Or you can say lipid. And approximately 95% of the bile acid that are secreted by liver into the intestine are reabsorbed and returned to the liver, right? Only small loss, around 5%, is replaced by the de novo biosynthesis from cholesterol. So cholesterol is used for the synthesis of bile acid by liver, right? This is the normal cycle of the use of bile acid and its function, right? Secretion of bile acid and its function, right? It is also known as the hepatic enterohepatic circulation, right? So see here, enterohepatic circulation of bile acid is given, right? Bile acid is secreted into the intestine, small intestine, right? Here see, bile acid emulsify dietary fat, right? And after its action, bile acid cause the dissolution and absorption of lipid, right? And reabsorbed into the liver. Only 5% bile acid excrete out into the stool, and this small loss of the bile acid is managed by the synthesis of bile acid by liver from the cholesterol, right? Now cholestyramine resin, it is the drug from the class bile acid sequestrant. It is high molecular weight copolymer of styrene and divinyl benzene with triethyl benzyl ammonium group as the ion exchange sites. They are hydrophilic and insoluble in water. They remain unchanged into the intestine, right? And unaffected by the digestive enzyme and not absorbed. In the small intestine, the cholestyramine resin exchange chloride ion for the bile acids, right, and form the insoluble complex. Now this that will lead to the increased loss of fecal bile acids and prevent reabsorption into the liver. Next drug is cholestyramine. It is similar to the cholestyramine in the mechanism of action, potency as well as in adverse action. This should not be administered during pregnancy. Mechanism of action of bile acid sequestrants. As we know that they make the insoluble complex with bile acid and inhibit the reabsorption of the bile acid. They are basically bile acid reabsorption inhibitors having ability to interact and form insoluble complex with the bile acids, right? That's why inhibit the absorption of the bile acid. So what happened? Inhibition of the absorption of bile acid leads to the large loss of bile acid in large volume, right, or large amount. So this amount is corrected, lost amount is corrected by liver by synthesis of bile acid from cholesterol, right. So cholesterol is used in large amount by liver to manage the level of bile acid, right. So how they act? See, this drugs exchange chloride ion for bile acid, that is salt of bile acid, right, and form the insoluble complex, right. Cationic ion exchange resin simply bind anionic bile acids, right. This forms an insoluble complex, right, that results in an loss of fecal bile acids and prevent reabsorption in liver. Thus, they cause greater loss of bile acid from the body, right? And to make up this loss, the biosynthesis of bile acid from cholesterol increases, right? And leading to the partial depletion of the hepatic cholesterol pool, right? Liver cholesterol pool decreases. Depletion of the hepatic cholesterol pool results in an increase in the number of LDL receptor on the cell surface and that enhance the receptor mediated catabolism and clearance of circulating LDL, right. So ultimately increased loss of bile acid lead to the decrease in hepatic cholesterol level, right? Because this decreased level of bile acid is again resynthesized from the cholesterol by liver. That's why level of the cholesterol into the liver increases, and decrease the level of cholesterol leads to the increase in the LDL number of LDL receptor on the cell surface. We know that this point is also discussed into the HMG coenzyme A reductase inhibitors, right? So increase the number of LDL receptor on the cell surface leads to the enhanced receptor mediated catabolism and clearance of the LDL, right? So that's why ultimately decreases the lipid level of the blood. Uses of bile acid sequestrants for treatment of hypercholesterolemia in patients who do not respond to dietary modification. They may be used either alone or in combination with statins or niacin, that is nicotinic acid. Adverse effects of bile acid sequestrants are constipation like other GIT discomfort is reported, right? Because bile acid sequestrants are not orally absorbed, as we know that they bind with the bile acid. This drug bind with the bile acid and excrete out into the fecal. They are not absorbed, right? That's why they produces the minimal systemic side effects, right? So constipation like other GIT discomfort is reported. No any other systemic side effects is observed. Thank you.